Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I am Wheel of Light. I'm a clairvoyant medium, and I also read tarot. And yeah, welcome to my channel. This is going to be the second video in a series of videos that explains all of the readings that you can find on my About page. The second reading is going to be a relationship reading. So, in what I'm about to demonstrate, we will have a hypothetical couple, John and Jane Doe. And John Doe is going to be asking a question about the relationship. His question would be something along the lines of, does Jane still love me, or what should I know about the relationship with Jane? So, I'm now shuffling the cards. And as has been happening more often recently, spreading my cards isn't going really fluently, but that is something you would encounter in a live reading anyway. So, therefore, it is a valid demonstration. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to draw 3 cards that will represent the past, present, and future for John, then 3 cards that will represent the past, present, future for Jane, and then 3 cards to represent their relationship. Here we go. So these 3 cards would be for John. These 3 cards would be for their partner. And then these next 3 cards will represent their relationship. So, these are the three cards for John: past, present, and future. In the past, John has the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords tells me that they were hiding their true face from the world, basically. They were keeping a stoic exterior and showing the impression of being ready to take on whatever it is comes on their path. In their present, however, I see the wheel, and the wheel is all about transformation. Much like the seasons, we as people are in constant change. So they'll be going through that. They'll be transforming, evolving, growing as a person. In his near future, we have the 6 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles is all about sharing and receiving graciously, and finding joy in the generosity, either of yourself or of others. So it looks like John Doe is going to be opening up a bit more, where before they've been a bit closed off. And this is a good sign already for the relationship. But a relationship is 2 people, so now we're going to look at where Jane is. We have Justice, the 4 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. Justice tells me that in the recent past, they've been pretty balanced. They've been grounded. And they've just kind of been, yeah, feeling peaceful. Recently, however, we have the Four of Swords. Usually the swords, as a suit are about action. But the Four of Swords is kind of the exception. It is all about feeling isolated, kind of feeling like you're caught in a winter situation where everything is just frozen, nothing is moving forward, and you're going into hermit mode, you're preparing for some harsh times. And that does not bode well for the relationship. Especially because in her future, the Five of Swords means that she's going to feel completely lost. She's going to be uncertain of her path because she's been fighting hard to save the relationship or to fix something in her own life, because this doesn't necessarily have to be about the relationship, but it could be. I'm getting that sense, right? So I would tell them that. And the Five of Swords just means they've been fighting hard and now they just feel lost. They're no longer certain of their future. They're kind of teetering on the edge of giving up. What does that all mean for the relationship? Well, I drew 3 cards for that relationship, so now we'll see. I have the Five of Wands, the Seven of Chalices, and the Two of Wands. The Five of Wands tells me that, yeah, recently they've been struggling, and this coincides with the Queen of Swords in his reading, and the Four of Swords in hers. Meaning that the transformation John is going through, from that stoic exterior with the wheel going to the generous person, it's putting strain on the relationship. John is changing as a person, and Jane hasn't seen this transformation enough yet. She hasn't seen the benefits of this. So there's probably been some conflict that's been putting strain on the relationship, as I said. The Seven of Chalices, however, tells me that they're both holding on to an ideal. They have this romanticized idea about what the relationship should be, and they are holding on to that. It may cause them to be a little flighty and to lose sight of reality. Is that necessarily a bad thing? No, but according to what we know from both of them individually, it looks like it is time to pull them back down to earth and make them see things for what they are, rather than allowing them to float off into that idealized version of the relationship, because that will end up damaging it. However, with the Two of Wands, I can see that with the help of one another, they can make this relationship grow deeper and stronger. So, it looks like a happy ending for John and Jane Doe. But, individually, they'll be struggling with some things. So, yeah. They might be struggling with some things. Two of Wands, though, they'll be helping each other out with that. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.